Success is defined for the organisation by goals and financial targets. How the organisation achieves those goals is guided by its core values, and how well the organisation attains those goals and targets is a measure of performance. The organisation needs individuals who are willing and able to perform at the highest levels and contribute for the organisation to be competitive. In other words, the organisation's success factor is contribution. Each individual will have their own definitions of success based on their personal needs, values, interests, and career aspirations. For example, gaining higher levels of pay, a promotion, new skills, or better work-life balance. The individual's success factor is satisfaction. Whilst the organisation pursues its definition of success, each and every individual within the organisation will be working to their own personal measure of success, seeking maximum satisfaction. The paths to organisational and personal goals intersect in the job. The level of contribution and satisfaction will vary between individuals from day to day. Many organisations measure their performance against customer satisfaction using a Net Promoter Score, which assigns a score out of 10 to customer loyalty. A similar scale can be used to measure individual contribution and satisfaction. This dual dimension of the X model of engagement creates a richer dynamic based on a standard 4-quadrant model. The high-high quadrant is split into two, and it is the apex of the model that is defined as full engagement. This is where we achieve maximum contribution to the organisation and maximum satisfaction for the individual. This group is defined by the model as the engaged. They will be known for discretionary effort and will be contributing fully to the success of the organisation and getting what they need from work. Some people are high on satisfaction but are not contributing fully to the success of the organisation. They may be new to the organisation or new to their roles and not yet sure how to do the job most effectively. They are getting what they need from their role and are having their personal success factor met, but they are not yet fully productive for the organisation. This group is called Honeymooners and will need help to move quickly into the engaged group. Consistent and effective induction and training processes are essential to capitalise on this motivation and turn it into successful contribution. And it needs to be done quickly. Research suggests that the first 90 days is critical to engaging new starts with the organisation. The other group in this quadrant is the hamsters. Hamsters run around their wheels and get nowhere fast, or they snuggle up and have a snooze. The hamsters on the wheel represent individuals that are busy working on the wrong priorities, which do not contribute to the success of the organisation. Eventually they realise their efforts have minimal impact and can become demoralised, sliding into disengagement. It may be that there is a skills issue and the person doesn't know how to prioritise and manage their work, or it could be a management issue where the manager is not delegating effectively and causing hamster-like behaviour. Some hamsters know they're hamsters. They just need training and tools to help them work in a more productive way. Some hamsters don't know they're hamsters. They have endless to-do lists and spend a lot of time feeling busy. They think, wrongly, that they are productive. The other type of hamster knows that they are not contributing much, but is happy to have a good job rather than to be doing a good job. They may be doing the work that they enjoy rather than the work that needs to be done. They may have retired early while still in post, or enjoy having a management system that does not adequately address poor performance. Like the snoozy hamster, they have secured a sleep spot where managers won't bother them, and they can work in peace. They are unlikely to become disengaged themselves, but will likely have a negative impact on their colleagues. On the other side of the model, we have individuals who are delivering great results but not getting what they want from work. They are top producers, but their contribution is not sustainable, as they are not meeting their personal definition of success, or, perhaps worse, have not worked out what will give them high levels of satisfaction. This group is called the crash and burners. Left unmanaged, they may chase satisfaction elsewhere and leave the organisation. Or they may not leave, but instead quit and stay. This staying within the role may have huge consequences for the individual, as they may become even more demotivated and suffer from stress. They may become critical of management, complain to colleagues, and will certainly reduce their contribution. Even if they're not vocal, others will notice their reduced effort and are likely to be influenced by it. They may become disengaged. The disengaged group is low on contribution and low on satisfaction. Individuals in this group are not getting what they need from work, often feeling unappreciated, underutilized, and disconnected from organizational priorities. They stay for the pay, or because they're not really employable elsewhere. In some circumstances, the individual can demonstrate toxic behavior, and they will often affect the performance of others with their negative attitudes. This group represents a failure in the management system of the organization. The biggest group of employees is likely to be in the center of the model. They're called the almost engaged, high performers who are reasonably satisfied with their jobs. Unlike the disengaged, this group is employable and may be tempted away to another employer. They may not be consistently great, but they do have great days. It will not take much effort to move them into the apex of the model. However, because they are performing, they may not get your focus when it comes to coaching and development, which can be dangerous as they may be influenced by the other less engaged groups. The model helps us to understand the team dynamics at play, but it is important not to label individuals as hamsters or crash and burners, as their place on the model will change over time, depending on their personal circumstances and the changing priorities of the organization. These fluctuating changes demonstrate just how important it is to regularly check in with your employees, find out more about their success factors, and clarify those of the organization. One-off surveys and an annual appraisal will provide you with some information, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. Creating an engaged workforce is a daily priority that requires a team approach. It is the shared responsibility of everyone in the organization.